Toyota Supra fans! Finally, one of the brands have come out with some Toyota Supra MK4 cast. Super excited because these are from a very respectable brand called Hobby Japan. But we've got two different types to dive into. So let me take them out, go through it, see what the differences are starting right now. If you are a fan of this cast, I highly suggest you check out the description below where I will put a link on where you can find some of these beauties. So for the first type here, we've got the aftermarket version, JDM Performance Supra. So this got some aftermarket bits for the front, hood, wing, and wheels. So we've got it in silver, blue, black, orange, and we have it in white. So for purposes of the comparison and opening video, we'll take the white one out just because you can see more details on it. So we'll get those out of the way and let me show you the other variation. The other variation is the OEM spec body. So all factory, except it's got an extra little goodie there. And I've mentioned this in previous videos, but it is a little surprise that we'll unbox and I'll show you here in a second. So we've got it in white, blue, black, and we have it in silver. Not as many colors as the JDM Performance version. And also you may notice that some colors of the Supra are missing. So I'm hoping that Hobby Japan does release those other color variants. So same for this one, guys. What we'll do is we'll get rid of these and we'll hold on to the white one. Okay, finally we have it out of its plastic slip. Now we'll slide it out. And what we'll do is we'll just do it one by one here because it's a little bit difficult to hold both of them at the same time. Pretty basic base, nothing fancy. It's got the black base with the Supra logo there. And something interesting to note, guys, as far as supporting legit products, officially licensed by Toyota. So they're calling this the JDM style Super White 2. Box art is pretty basic, nothing crazy. Inno does a really cool job in making fancy stuff, but Hobby Japan just keeping it simple, keeping it effective. Pop the top. So starting with the front, we've got the front end. This looks to be a later model Supra, meaning it's a 97 up because of the fact that the bumper and turn signals look like that. And something you'll also know is the rear tail lights are gonna have the gray housing, not the black housing. So that is another giveaway. But we've got front bumper, front lip. Pretty cool that they did that. Never seen that before. The headlights, Toyota logo, license plate, everything looking nice. The headlights look like they're clear housing. Actually on the 97 up Supras, they're gonna have a gray housing to it, more like a grayish blackish housing. And you actually do get to see that, but in this case, it looks like they opted for clear lenses almost that have no lines on them whatsoever, which we do see in the Supra community when it comes to customized work, but just something to note. And the lenses do look kind of funky on the car. Nothing to discredit what Hobby Japan is trying to do, but you can see on this example here, it looks like the lens isn't in all the way, just on this side here. It looks like they got it on the other side right there, but I don't know. It just looks like there's a gap here where the headlight and hood line up. Like they didn't push it in all the way almost. But something that I'm noticing right there, and then moving on to the side, we have aftermarket wheels. 6-spoke, not sure what to make of the type of wheel that's gonna be. Definitely maybe TE37s, looking like that. We've got rubber tires. We do have a nice stance on the car, so looking good there. We've got the side view mirror, door handle, side skirts, everything looks accurate to the real car. You'll notice that this is a hardtop version, so you don't see the lines here for a target top. Love the black trim outline here to give it that little extra sense of realism. And then moving on to the back, we have the reflector there. We've got TRD spoiler here to match with the hood. We've got the gray housing headlights, which signify the 97 up. We've got an aftermarket diffuser. It looks like a stock exhaust though, or it might be aftermarket. License plate, so everything looking pretty aggressive from the back. Check that out. Love those little extra goodies because those are definitely things that we have not seen. The only other person that may rival this is gonna be Ignition model, which does fully aftermarket styled diecast. And then for the driver's side, right guys, because this is gonna be a right-hand drive car, you got the gas cap here. You've got all the interior tidbits for the interior there. Going to the hatch area, you'll see it's got the defrost lines, it's got the wiper here, nice little details, and you've got some rear seat details there, so that's a nice added touch. So overall, pretty sweet. Love this TRD hood with the vents here. So pretty nice little cast, but let's check out the OE version and see how that one stacks up and compares to this. OEM version, slip it out, same type of box art, pop that open. there's that little surprise. Move that to the side and let's take a look. This is also a 97 up Supra. You can tell by the tail lights, the front bumper, but no aftermarket goodies on this. This is gonna be all OEM. It even has the OEM wheels here as well. So front bumper, stock OEM hood, headlights, front bumper, logo, license plate, everything is there. Side view, you've got the OEM 5-spoke wheels here. I believe those are 17s in real life. You've got the same profile view, so nothing different here. I will say that the underbody here, you see there's a black plastic piece that goes right beneath the side skirt and brake vent there. That is actually still the OEM black color. On the aftermarket version, it's actually painted right there. You can see, you see the bottom there. So a little bit of a noticeable difference. Moving on to the back, we've got the OEM spoiler. We've got tail lights, same thing. Love that they put the superscript there above the tail light. That's a nice little added touch. The aftermarket version had that as well. No diffuser, factory exhaust, a little bit of some paint deformity here. You can see some bubbling. So Hobby Japan kind of messed up there. I wonder if all the casts look like that, but definitely something to look out for right there. And then the driver's side here, looking the same. Everything just flip-flopped except the gas tank. And inside, there you go. You can see the inside seats, steering wheel, everything's there. The rear trunk area, defrost lines, all there as well. Same thing going on the roof. It's a hardtop version, so definitely the same cast, just re-modified in an aftermarket version as seen here. One special surprise about the stock version that you don't get in the performance version is this little thing. And this little thing is a, you guessed it, pallet with a nice little 64 scale 2JZ engine. Check that out. Really nice to see the engine and transmission details on this. You can see the intake manifold there. You can see the valve covers. You can see the stock twin turbos are on that side. You can see both of them sitting right there. And then you've also got the transmission as well. So pretty neat. This is something that Hobby Japan does exclusively, and you'll start to see this in a lot of the other vehicles, makes and models that they're releasing. So be on the lookout for that. But now we must take it off its base and do our roll test and see how we do there. So we have it off its base. I'm using the aftermarket version 1 for reference, so we'll put that right there. What do you guys think? You think it's gonna roll or not? Ready? 1, 2, 3. We got a little bit of roll action, guys, if you push down on it. But I don't think it's gonna roll if you do it lightly. Look at that, it does kind of bind up a little bit. Here is some underbody details here. The other one is gonna be the same, so I'm not gonna take it apart, but nice looking diffuser. Man, they went all out on the details on that. And the price range for these guys are not too crazy. The ones without the engine display are anywhere between like 25 bucks, and then the ones with the engine display are about like 27, 28 bucks. Definitely a legit product, doing some nice things. I can see some areas for improvement, but something that we can voice to Hobby Japan, and maybe they'll take care of us in future casts. So question of the day for you guys, what did you think about these casts? It has been a long time since we've seen any type of MK4 cast. I know Mini GT has had some, Tarmac has had some, but never in something of this nature. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, and I will also put a link down in the description below where you can find some of these. And if you enjoyed this video showcasing some of the Hobby Japan product line, you can check out my other videos in the next slide. I'll see you in those videos or my next video. Doesn't matter what comes.